hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay too, little bunny. Oh, my chair is squeaking. I thought I upgraded from a squeaky chair. Well, that's just how we do things here in the garden, little bunny. This is just our time to hang out together every week. And it's a joyful, joyful time well spent, isn't it? Yeah, nod your head, little bunny. Let's take a breath together. Ready? Suddenly life gets easier when you pop on these headphones and the podcast starts. Isn't that funny how that works? Why does life suddenly get easier once I say, hey there, little bunny, and I've got you. I'm giving you a big hug right now. You're welcome to give yourself a hug right now, and you can channel mine like we're on a telephone call of hugs. You feel me hug you, little bunny. Squeezing tight. Okay, I'm letting go. How is it that life just gets so much easier once I'm here with you? Well, the answer, little bunny. Well, there's many answers. Dare I say some of them? One is that I bring out the best in you, little bunny. Did you know that? You are your best self when you're with me. And I feel pretty confident about that. You're not just anyone. You're the person who's here right now after I said, hey there, little bunny, and did like a little hug thing, you know? It's a filter. And you are here, little bunny. You passed the filter. And that's what the garden is. There's a lot of unsavory people in the world, aren't there? But you know what? I don't spend that much time thinking about them. I spend that time and that effort thinking about you instead. In this little world that we have past the filter, after I say, hey there, little bunny. And your ears perk up, your little bunny ears perk up, and you say, I want to hear more of this. Is that right, little bunny? Did I describe exactly how you got here? Welcome to the garden, little bunny. It's nice here. So how could I possibly bring out your best self, little bunny? Perhaps we will get into it in this episode. But really all that matters is that we love and cherish this time together. And you know what else I love and cherish? Even more than this time together, little bunny. Do you know what it is? What does your dear daddy Lindy love and cherish even more than podcast time? It's who the podcast time is for. Me. Maha. No, I love you, little bunny. You know, that's a stupid joke. Bad daddy. Head hit microphone. I love you, little bunny. And you know, the fun thing is that I get just as much joy out of this as you do. This is not charity hour. Not in the slightest, little bunny. We don't really sacrifice for each other in the garden. Isn't that kind of special? I'm not saying sacrifice isn't necessary in life. I don't know. Your life has its own things going on that I have no idea. But between you and me, little bunny, and your fellow bunnies who are here right now, even though you can't see them, we don't really sacrifice for each other. I'm here because I want to be here. I'm here because I like being here. And you're here because you want to be here. Because you like being here. And it's just the simplest, most peaceful, most undramatic love that I'm aware of. I love you, little bunny, without any reservations or hesitations, with all my heart, with my real heart too. I will never act for you. You got that? If I say I love you, I promise. It's because I do. Okay, let's push down this coffee, should we? Some decaf coffee. I have been finding, honestly, little bunny, that even decaf coffee keeps me up at night. So I really should be moving away from this. But should and will are different verbs, aren't they, little bunny? I'm sure you know that. What you should do and what you will do are oftentimes not the same thing. Yeah, that's okay. I don't even like the word should, really. I don't ever want to tell you that you should do something. It's just part of my philosophy, I guess. Not preaching it. It's just sort of how I live my own life. Is that who am I to say that you should do something? The only thing I really want for you, if I were to ever influence your behavior, little bunny, if I were to ever influence your behavior, it would be for you to value your own voice. For you to be the one that calls the shots in your life. The only thing that you should do, according to me, is not let other people tell you what you should do. And I feel confident saying this to you because you're my bunny and you're not just anyone. I do not feel confident saying that to the rest of the world because there's shitty people in the world. Oh my God. But I say with confidence to you, little bunny, that if there is one thing that I could influence you to do, it would be to listen to your own voice. You be the boss of your life. You got that? And man, I don't want to talk about other people, but there's some people that are just like very much tell you what you should do. And it always happens to be the way that somehow benefits them in some way. You should do this thing. And like, oh yeah, that seems to benefit you in some way, doesn't it? Oh, wow. Okay, enough talking about unsavory people of the world. Man. You know, it's not a natural instinct to be the boss of your own life. That doesn't come default in the human brain. We are strange creatures. But when you can learn to hack your brain, it doesn't matter how it was originally programmed. You can make it work for you, little bunny. For whatever the you is that's one step above your brain. The idea/ideal of you. Not crazy? That maybe you're not necessarily your brain, but you're like one level ascended from your brain. Oh my God, so philosophical, little bunny. Wow. Your daddy used to do hours upon hours of journaling on this very type of stuff. And that was in the period of my life where I was the most, what is the word? I wrote this down. I think the word I wrote down was delicate. There are times in our lives when we are super strong. Nothing can knock us down. And there's times when we are so-called weak. And the world just rocks us in the negative sense of the word. But I don't want to use the word weak in this podcast because it sounds like an accusation, right? You don't want to be weak, do you? That's not what I'm trying to say. But there's times where we are delicate, and that's okay. That's part of the chapters of life as they come and go. Sometimes you're really sturdy and strong in a chapter. And then a chapter will come where you'll be very delicate. And that's okay. And it's not necessarily permanent. I don't think that any of us are unshakably, inherently, always strong, nor are any of us helplessly, permanently weak and delicate. I don't like using the word weak. It sounds so, it's like dripping with hatred in it. Weak. Well, but what I mean to say is, little bunny, if you're in a delicate chapter right now, that is okay. And I love you. And it is also true that the chapter will come. I don't know. Maybe it's the very next chapter. Maybe it'll happen soon. Maybe it'll take some time to get there. When you are a strong little bunny, a sturdy, unshakable, strong little bunny, I will love you just as much. It's the wildest thing that it's so easy to give love when you see someone you love who's like in a very delicate, weak. God, I fucking hate that word. But it's important to remember to give love to those who are in a strong chapter too. Because when you're a strong little bunny, you need just as much love, don't you? Of course you need love in the delicate chapters. But you need love in the strong chapters too. And it's so easy to be overlooked. Yeah. Maybe you feel yourself in a strong chapter right now, but you're sad at the same time. Strong doesn't necessarily mean happy. It just means you can take the punches. You've got a lot of responsibility and you can handle it. And you are handling it. And sometimes when you're strong, when you've had a long day, and people count on you, you need to be held in the arms of someone with a beautiful voice and hear him say, very honestly and very truthfully, I love you, little bunny. I love you just as much as if you were in the most delicate state of your entire life. I love you just as much when you're strong. I love you just as much as when you're taking care of other people, or when you've got a lot of weight on your shoulders, a lot of expectations, and you're pulling through and you're doing a good job, actually, doing a better job than you give yourself credit for. That's for sure. I love you just as much when you're strong. And I get a little bit of extra pride in it too. Of course, I want to see my little bunny be strong and proud, living your best life. Or even more than that, being who you want to be. I think that's the most proud you could ever make me. Be the person you want to be, not the person I want you to be, whatever the hell that is. Not the person that your family wants you to be. Not the person that your neighbors want you to be, your coworkers want you to be, your fellow students or ex-students or your idols want you to be, your cultural groups want you to be. I don't even remember what I'm saying. What was I saying, little bunny? I haven't even taken a sip of my coffee yet. How did that happen? Okay. Let's see. So before I take a sip, I put a lot of coffee grounds in it and not a lot of water. So let's see. Oh, 1 second. Let's see how it turned out. It's not even hot anymore. Wait, it's steaming. How is this steaming and it's not hot anymore? Hold on. Well, it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. My God, that is so good. I'm putting on the top. refreshing. And it's snowing outside, or it's like kind of snowing outside. How nice is this? This is so nice. What a great life we have together, little bunny. Whatever stresses are outside the garden, in our own little bubble here. Man, it's pretty perfect. Thank you for that. In fiction that I am making and will make in the future, I want to write utopian fiction. Do you know what a utopia is, little bunny? I think it's from Plato, who, I don't know much about Greek philosophers, but he seems to be my favorite, actually, which apparently is a hot take. But maybe if you know something about Greek philosophers, stuff I said earlier seems to make sense. This is so boring. Where does the word utopia come from? Utopia. Etymology. Okay. Sir Thomas More coined it in 1516 for his book Utopia. It is not an ancient, well, at least the term, but it's from the ancient Greek words not and place. O topos. Okay. Anyway, I don't know the history of this word, but it basically means the perfect world. Fiction that takes place in a perfect world. It's not popular to write fiction in utopia. Did you know that? It's because stories are so much naturally more exciting if all kinds of horrible things are going wrong. It's like the prime rule of modern storytelling is that it's all about the conflict. And what easier conflict than people are chasing you with a chainsaw, you know? How many great movies involve someone chasing you with a chainsaw? Probably many. But I don't think that's the fiction I intend to write or create in whatever medium. I guess I should tell you to sign up for the fiction mailing list. Okay, boom, we're done with that talk. You can follow, go to the link tree in the episode description. The garden is way more than just a podcast. Oh, locked audio this week. I don't know if I'm going to post it tonight or in the next couple of days, but it's a spicy playtime audio. It's very delicious. Yeah, I don't know. I'll post it either right before or a couple days after this episode. Okay, what were we even talking about, little bunny? I lost the momentum. Well, that's okay. I got the point across. Now we can just hang out. I love you just as much when you're delicate. Sorry, just as much when you're strong as when you're delicate, little bunny. So easy to be overlooked for love when we're kicking ass in life, isn't that right? Oh man. I definitely grew up as the strong one in my family and was very overlooked for love. That's not totally true, but it's partially true. It was only when I had a chapter of extreme delicate weakness that I finally, got the help sorting stuff out. And then now I'm in the strongest chapter I've ever been in. So if you find yourself in a delicate chapter, little bunny, you're not a permanently delicate little bunny, though that's okay too. You might just be in a chapter. And you know what? How do you turn the page onto the next chapter, little bunny? I don't know. It'll probably happen naturally the more you listen to the podcast. It's funny how that works. I tend to rub off on people. People's lives tend to get better wherever I go. Unless it's someone who's messing with my little bunny. And if someone's messing with my little bunny, then their life's about to get a lot worse when I'm around. I will protect you, little bunny. Daddy Lindy, protector of bunnies. That's my best self. Can you think of a better self for me? What could be a better self for me than Daddy Lindy, protector of bunnies? Yes. So good, so good. What a good, good life you give me. So pleasant. Utopian fiction, yeah. I won't talk about my fiction. I talk about it in like the past 5 episodes. What's going on in your life, little bunny? Are you working on creative stuff? Are you working on something fulfilling? That's a different episode topic, so I won't get into it, but if you find yourself drained, if you just feel drained, it's not necessarily rest that you need. It's not crazy. Sometimes when you feel drained, in fact, most times when you feel drained, it's not actually rest that you need. It's rejuvenation. And oftentimes, rejuvenation is active. And we'll talk about that in another episode. But pursue some interest, little bunny. Pursue some interests. You know, a nice way to, I realized this, a nice way to discover what your interests are, even though you may not totally know what they are. Oh, I don't even know if I want to get into it. I'm just going to be talking about my fiction stuff if I'm not careful. Which is fun to talk about, but I don't want to talk nonstop about it. Change the subject, Daddy. Oh my God. Are you staying warm, little bunny? Something crazy about this new home that we are living in is that they put the heaters on the ceiling. And can you tell me, little bunny, why having a heater on the ceiling does not make sense? It is because if you like physics, you know that warm air rises and cold air falls. So it's good that in the summer, the cold air from these ceiling units falls to the ground. That's nice. But yeah, why would you put a heater towards the ceiling? So it's very cold in here. But we're staying warm. Lots of blankets and just embracing the warmth. Just embrace. You know, if you can just embrace your surroundings. Not everything has to be ideal to be enjoyed, does it? You don't have to only be able to enjoy the most delicious food. You can enjoy the okay food. You can enjoy the okay coffee. And you can enjoy the cold home, whether it's a house or an apartment. Everyone in New York City lives in apartments. And I'm quite fond of it, actually. It's nice to have your own. It's more of a cave. House is like a hut, and an apartment is like a cave. What do you think? I like caves. Oh, you want to know something interesting? I'm not a historian, but I'm pretty sure the term caveman is a misnomer. Misnomer meaning no, I said it right. Misnomer meaning like a wrong name. Tell me the flaw in this thinking, little bunny. You go find a cave and you find these paintings on the walls and these like bone flutes on the ground and maybe even skeletal remains or something. And you see evidence of human life. And these are by far the oldest things that you have. You can't really find many of these bone flutes and things, and there's no paintings on the field or whatever. I don't know. So historians of yesteryear said, humans all lived in caves. Ergo, they are the cavemen. What is the flaw in this reasoning, little bunny? It is that you are finding things in caves because caves are very good at preserving things. So of course you're going to find all these very intact remains of things from long, long ago in caves because nothing's going to mess with what's in a cave, right? There's no erosion and things like that. So of course you find these immaculate artifacts in caves. It's quite likely that humans were out in the field running around, being nomads, travelers. And to say, back in the day of the cavemen, how many times have you stumbled upon a cave, little bunny? Honestly, just like naturally stumbled upon a cave. It's pretty obvious humans were outdoorsy people always. Yet here I am in my New York cave, my man-made cave. Random ramblings. Second half of podcast type stuff. First half of podcast. Boom, boom, boom. Super coherent. Cogent. You want a good word? Cogent. Let me make sure that I'm using that word right. If you don't know something, little bunny, just fucking look it up. Took me a long time to realize that. If you don't know something, just literally look it up. Crazy how it took me so long to just realize that. Okay. Cogent. Adjective. Clear, logical, and convincing, especially of an argument. They put forward cogent arguments for British membership. Convincing, compelling, strong, forceful, powerful. Well, let me say those words differently. Strong, forceful, powerful, potent. That one doesn't have a ring to it, but powerful. I like the way I say that, little bunny. Valid, sound, well-founded, these are such great words. Valid, sound, well-founded, plausible, effective, efficacious. I don't know. Oh, of course I don't know that word. Efficacious. I don't know that either. Telling, impressive, persuasive, irresistible. Damn, little bunny. These are not synonyms. These are similar words. Irresistible, eloquent, credible, influential, conclusive. This should be my list of random words when I ramble. Unanswerable, authoritative, logical, reasoned, rational, reasonable, lucid, Lucid means like clear, I think, right? Expressed clearly, easy to understand. Oh no, I lost my list. No, here we go. Lucid, coherent, systematic, orderly, methodical, clear, articulate. That's a word that I am working on. I'm always working to get better for you, little bunny. You know that? It's always the same me. But I want to be more articulate. Not just with the choice of words, but pa-ta-ka-pa, articulate. Sorry, that was kind of aggressive. That was kind of a thwacky. Articulate instead of articulate. What else do we got here? Consistent. Oh, that's one for me. Man, I like all of these words, most of them. I don't like systematic. I feel neutral towards systematic. Relevance, that's a good one. Let's have some more coffee, little buddy. What else you want to talk about? You're always welcome to use these episodes to fall asleep, by the way. All the good stuff's, all the important stuff's in the first half anyway. Then, once you get later in the episode, it's just goofy times and hanging out. Just goofy times hanging out. Just making it up as we go. I love you, little bunny. I'll reiterate the theme of this week. When you are in a delicate state or chapter of your life, little bunny, I give you 100% of my love and my heart. And when you find yourself back in a strong chapter or in a strong chapter you never dreamed you could be living in, I give you 100% of my love and my heart. Plus, I'll be pretty proud of you too. How's that for an incentive? I won't be disappointed in you in the slightest if you have chapters of weakness, of delicacy. Chapters of delicacy. That's weird. Delicate and delicacy are not the same. Delicacy, or maybe it is the same. Hold on. Let's fucking look it up. Definition. Okay. Oh. It is both. So I love you in your chapters of delicacy, and I am not disappointed if you ever find yourself in a weak state. A chapter of delicacy. This sounds so strange. But I will be pretty proud when you get yourself in the strong chapter. And I will love you just as much. You will not lose my love for being strong. It's not the wildest thing. People can love us less the stronger we get. I don't know why. I won't try and understand it. It's just a weird thing. Man, people are more eager to cheer you on when you're unsuccessful. Yeah. I think sometimes people who cheer you on, I don't know. They might be in it for them more than they're in it for you. But I cheer you on, little bunny. And the more successful you are, I'll cheer you on just the same. And if you are never successful at whatever activity you're trying at whatever given moment, I will cheer you on so hard. And I'll love you. And I'll be happy just to see you enjoy your life. Really, that's all I want. It's for you to enjoy your life. There's nothing wrong with being delicate. There's something wrong if you don't let yourself enjoy your life. Sometimes it means you have to notice your brain. What is your brain doing that makes you unhappy? Problem is not if you're in a weak point. It's fine. Problem is if you let yourself not find joy, little bunny. I refuse to let you live life without joy. I refuse. I absolutely refuse to let you live a life without joy. So, I'll do my best to bring you joy. I want a happy bunny. I don't care if you're successful, unsuccessful, strong, weak, right-handed, left-handed, standing up, standing upside down, jumping up and down, napping on my chest, bouncing around. All I want is for you to have and feel joy. And I will fucking make it happen, little bunny. You better believe I'll make it happen. Because I'm good. Success is relative. The success of the garden is still in the future, but I'm pretty good at making my bunnies happy. Very successful already at making my bunnies very, very, very happy. I don't even remember what I was talking about, do you? So much joy for my bunny. Joyful bouncing up and down bunny saying, "Hey daddy, check this out. This thing that I did, are you proud?" And the answer is yes, I am proud, little bunny. I don't really care if you're successful. I care if you're happy and joyful. And it'll come naturally. You don't have to ever fake being happy. Not here. If you don't feel natural joy, you will. Oh, trust me, you will, little bunny. Oh, man. I was convinced, this is maybe 8 years ago at this point or something, I was convinced that I would never feel the emotion of joy for the rest of my life. I mean, convinced, little bunny. And it did not take one day for me to realize I was wrong. Nor 2 days, nor 3 days, because every single day was utterly void of all joy. Oh my God. It was like waking up and just going, fuck. And you spend the whole day waiting for the time when you can fall asleep. So I have been in that chapter. It is temporary. And you don't have to believe me. But I'd love for you to stick around and find out. All right, little bunny. Shall we call it there? I'm going to get to bed. I'm not even tired anymore. But I should call the episode here. While I'm still semi-cogent. What does cogent mean, little bunny? It means clear in your words and logic of those words. When you get to bed, I will wake up tomorrow morning and I will write you a poem and I will read you your poem that is written just for you, little bunny. Honestly, you want to know something? I don't even like poetry that much, but I like making you smile. So I will be up tomorrow morning writing you a poem just for you, for no reason other than to make you smile. Then I will send you on your way. You will hear that in just a moment. Good night, little bunny. Good morning, little bunny. I slept very well, thank you for asking. And I wrote you a poem. Did you know that? Can you believe that? It goes like this. When your world is fragile, I'll nurture your heart, give you kisses and love till you build your fresh start. And once you're on your feet, with a lust for life brand new, I'll give you kisses and love just the same, because strong bunnies need love too. Have a great, great week, little bunny. I love you very, very much. Take care. I love you. I love you. I love you.